Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be walking you through how to do the proper headstand. We will be moving step by step, showing you a headstand prep, and then also using the wall so that we get the sensation of being right upside down. Now this seems to be a posture with my students that they want to get into really quickly. So what I tend to see is people are trying to kick up into their headstand without the right structure through the spine, without the right strength, and then this can be really damaging or dangerous to the neck. So follow these steps, and if you practice it quite often, your headstand will come along quite nicely. Okay, so Steve's going to help demonstrate today. We're going to come down onto your hands and knees. Good. And then let's place our forearms down onto the mat. Steve's going to grab onto opposite elbow here, and then this is just how close your elbows need to stay together. Good. Now release your hands, but keep your elbows where they are, and interlace your fingers together. Now you can see, like Steve's doing, his palms are nice and wide apart from each other, kind of creating a half bowl shape. Let's place the crown of the head down onto the mat, and you're supporting the back of the head with your hands. Now right away you can start to see him engage through his shoulders. He's pushing his elbows down into the mat, his shoulders are lifting, and he's already got a strong structure here before we even move into the posture. Now your toes are tucked under, and he can start to send his hips up towards the ceiling, like a downward facing dog. Now right away you can see him, he's going to start to walk his toes closer towards his elbows until his hips are directly over his shoulders. So he's done a really good job of stacking here. When he does this, now he can engage through his entire core line, that central line from pelvic floor through the crown of your head. His elbows are still really strong. Now he can play with, really plant strongly through your left toes and send your right leg up towards the ceiling. Good. So this is just the prep posture, remember. So he's just going to take about 3 or 4 breaths with this one leg lifted. Okay, now keep lifting, keep engaging, keep pushing down with your elbows. Okay, now you can lower that leg down, and we'll switch sides. So same idea here, same strong structure, pelvic floor is engaged, belly button's engaged, and your elbows and your shoulders are strongly pushing down into the mat. Good, after you've taken a few breaths, you lower that leg down and come to rest into child's posture. Taking 4 or 5 breaths here. So he's pushing his sit bones back on towards his heels. His arms are reaching straight out in front of him, or they can be by your side. His forehead is grounding down to the mat, and we just rest through the spine here. Good. So let's show you the variation with the wall. So for this variation, we're going to spin around so that his knees are facing the side of the mat, toes back towards the wall. Same setup here. He's going to come down onto his forearms. Again, grab onto opposite elbow. This is just going to help you set up the posture. Interlacing your hands, push the crown of the head down onto the mat. And then we're going to start to walk our toes up the wall just about halfway here so that your legs are parallel. Very good. So that's about high enough. So now you can see he's strongly engaged through his core. Same setup with his hands and his head. Now he's going to play with lifting one leg straight up towards the ceiling. He's going to take a few breaths here. You can see that he's almost in his full headstand posture here. He's getting the full sensation of what it feels like to be upside down, as well as the same benefits of being upside down. Now he can switch legs, so placing that leg back down onto the mat, or onto the wall, sorry. Lift your other leg up. Very good. Now the more you practice this, the stronger you become, and the lighter your toes against the wall will become, and you can almost play with lifting those toes up eventually as well. Good. Now you can slowly lower that foot down into the wall, walk your feet down, come back onto your mat, and you can take one last child's posture here, just resting again into the spine, taking a few breaths before you roll yourself back up and coming to sit back up onto your mat. Good, so you can see here, all the steps are laid out for you. If you practice this quite often, you will gain the strength to do your headstand properly. This posture can be extremely healing and beneficial when done with these proper structures, with the right strength through the spine, and with us protecting our neck. Thank you very much.